Welcome to Buffalo, New York, and UB Stadium, home of the Buffalo Bulls, where the fans know that no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bulls. And the Cardinals will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. So the Buffalo Bulls return team didn't help matters out much there. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's...
Which is so much fun for a coach, so much fun to play with him, a guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active and a weapon.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you had all day to stew on and get excited and dream about getting sacks, and it took no longer than the first play to get to the quarterback, get him on the ground.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, can there be a better start for a defense than setting the tone with back-to-back sacks, forcing a 3rd and long, first time out the gates? Really good job by this defense.
And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Bulls will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Ball State's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Jones to throw. Gets it out quickly. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Cardinals are marching down the field. Fast motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You can see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
He'll just keep slinging it. Safe completion on the screen. Powers through. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Buffalo, 0.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
On the run, it's Henderson. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking to throw for it. Tight end finds a soft spot. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Jones wants to throw it. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Got room at the 35. Strikes the blow. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. That brings us to the close of the quarter, and Ball State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. He'll get rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Field goal is good. They were able to get a field goal on board, and now they'll kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Jones to throw. Pressure coming. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
He makes the connection. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Makes the grab. It's Presley. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion. Not the way they had it drawn up.
He was not fooled on that. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. And they have converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Trying to beat the D deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's caught. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. Sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally and handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you just...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Movement here from the tight end. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Bulls send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yep.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Brings it down on the right side. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. Coming after it. He's got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Caught. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. The Bulls will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Jones wants to throw it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump it.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Going, look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Buffalo has him back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying...
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Lining up for the PAT. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you've got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Jones to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Cardinals look to keep this drive humming.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive. But the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. He's going to pass. That's caught. It's Johnson. They get him down after he makes the catch. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Jones wants to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around.
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the rush will get to him at the 25. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Bulls have pushed it inside the 20. Going with the ground game left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo! A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Fair catch, called for and made. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the lofts one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Jones to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the grab on the right. Touchdown, Cardinals. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
20, Ball State 17.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Got it behind the line. It's Henderson.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Smashes through. The Bulls get it past the sticks.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Here's the handoff. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Bulls are rolling down the field. They're going back to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. Right back to the well. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Leaves it with the back. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Bully ball on third and short. The Bulls will have a first down. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes